This video is sponsored by Milanote. Wow! 11, 12. I'm having lunch right now. I made a little Korean spread. I have sesame leaves from my mom's garden, which I'm gonna put some rice, some tofu in, some mushrooms. Anyways, this is not a food vlog. I've been wanting to make more videos centered around art, hobbies, creative stuff, so that's what we're gonna be doing in this video. One thing that I was working on today, which was really exciting, is a book. I'm illustrating a children's book for my grandma. So it's not like I went out and like got an agent and booked a client. This is my grandma. It'll be an interesting project because not only am I illustrating it, but me and my mom are also trying to figure out how to self-publish a children's book. My grandma is like 90. She is really tech savvy for her age, but like she's not gonna want to figure that out. So we just got off the phone actually, and now I finally figured out like how big of a book we're gonna go for. This book is the book that my grandma gave me and was like, I want the book to look like this. I think the book that we're gonna make is gonna be around the same size. So I have a whole bunch of sketches ready, and this is the one page I've done so far. My grandma's not really on like any sort of time crunch, so I'll be working on this like here and there. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be working on stuff for my shop, working on just like fun hobbies. I signed up for a ceramics class later this week, which I am so excited about. It's something that I've thought about doing for so long. So I'm gonna finish up lunch and later I'm gonna be working on some stuff for the art shop. Yeah. I overfilled it. I have stuff to unbox, and I think these are washi tapes that I got made, and I'm very excited. I've never made washi tapes, been a washi tape fan for a long time, so it feels overdue for me to make my own. Wait! Oh yeah! Oh, there's one that's loose. This is what the little front looks like. Oops, that's upside down. And then this is what the tape looks like. How do I open this? Okay. Full transparency, packaging is hard to open. Am I dumb? Yes, probably. Wow. Oh my God, that's so cool. Obviously I have to test it. Sticks. I got this made through Vograce, and I'd heard good things about them. I will say, the packaging, like the outer packaging on these was like really intense. I wish they were a little bit easier to open. Also, these do smell. It kind of smells like glue, so maybe that's just like a normal thing for washi tapes, but the design looks so cute. Look at it. Wow. I am so excited about that. Okay, other thing I got is the Patreon sticker for September. Ah! Okay, it looks cute. Let me open it up. I almost accidentally ordered glossy stickers, and you know, that got me thinking maybe I should like switch it up more. But this month is a very classic sticker from me. You got a duck. When I think about September, I think about back to school, and I think about taking the bus home. And when I took the bus home as a kid, I would always have my iPod plugged in. I was always listening to something on the bus, so I think this was me back in like, what, 2007? Okay, yay! All of those things are super cute! That was my little unboxing. That was very fun. I never really vlog like this, holding the camera. Should I start? Do you like this experience? It's kind of fun. I'm doing a few like admin type of things this week for my shop. The main thing I want to do is I want to make a secret shop for my patrons. Basically every single month I send out exclusive prints and stickers, and I have a ton left over from previous months, so I want to be able to sell them, but I feel like I should offer them just to my patrons, at least for a while until they're like super old, and then maybe I can put them on my website. But I need to take some inventory and kind of like set things up on the back end to make that work. Another thing that I really want to do at some point for my shop is come up with a storage solution that is not this cardboard box. I have been storing my art prints in this random cardboard box. Why do I not invest in my own business? I find it so difficult. So anyways, I came over here to grab all of these things, and now it's time for some glorified counting. My favorite. 17, 18, 19, 20, 27. Look at these sticky notes. I got them in South Korea. They're absolutely perfect for me. How many did I say? 27? 11, 12, 13, 14. 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14.
Time ticked by slower in the past than today. And in 2023, it's the intense.
I'm watching a YouTube video called What is Reality from the History of the Universe channel, and I'm a little confused. Right now we're talking about the fabric of reality, and I don't know if I'm understanding. Anyways, I am doing my little daily drawing. If you didn't see the last video, I started a little 75 hard challenge for myself. It sounds really intense, but basically all I am doing is 75 days of daily drawing. I'm trying to draw every single day for an hour. I'm also exercising / like stretching, whatever, for like 45 minutes a day, drinking a gallon of water, which honestly I do that anyways. This is what I made. It's a little sticker design. One of my most popular prints and stickers in my shop so far has been my duck ramen sticker and print. So I've had the idea for a while to make a ducks in cereal sticker, and I finally did it. Sometimes I struggle with actually getting my ideas out because I'm scared that they're not going to turn out as good as they seem in my head. So then instead of making it, I just sit on the idea for a long time. But it feels good to actually have made something, and now I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah. So I have officially surpassed 6 months of running my small art business. I wanted to talk about some of the things that I've been learning for the past 6 months. I think it's really easy to go on social media and find advice to like scale your business and make it into this like 6-figure money-making machine. And I don't think that is for everyone. I don't think that that advice works for everyone. I think the stat is that most small businesses take about 2 years to turn a profit. So yeah, it's definitely normal for things to take a long time. Everyone is walking their own path, and I think it's just really important to know that like everyone's situation is just gonna look different. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is overcoming anxiety when it comes to running a small business. I definitely did not think this was gonna be something I struggled with so hard. My advice is to start small, ask for help when you need it, and then just do it. So I wish that I had started my art business sooner, and I wish that I had just started it a little bit smaller. I went ahead and did like a full launch with prints, stickers, tote bags, zipper pouches, notepads, like the whole 9 yards. But sometimes I wish that I had just gone ahead and launched the shop, maybe with just like stickers and prints, and maybe just launched it on Etsy. I feel like starting small can look different for different people, obviously, but I think that has been something that has been very important for me to just kind of like scale back my ideas sometimes, because with any new project that you're doing, there's going to be unforeseen roadblocks. And so when you start with a really big idea, it can lead to a lot of really big roadblocks as well. My next piece of advice for overcoming anxiety is to ask for help. I think that there are so many people out there that are willing to help fellow artists figure things out. So if you have like art mutuals on Instagram, you can reach out there. If you have friends in real life that have experience with small business ownership, you can also start there. I actually found my accountant through an art mutual on Instagram, so that was really, really helpful for me when getting started. Obviously, just like manage your expectations when reaching out to other people. They might have a lot of stuff going on, but I think generally most people are willing to help. And then my last thing that has been helping me overcome anxiety when it comes to my art shop is just do it. I tend to fall in the category of people that over research and over prepare for things. And I definitely did that with my art shop. That's why it took me like a year to launch it. I just spent so much time researching and trying to figure out if I was doing everything legally. I kind of learned stuff, but resources online are very confusing. There's not like a guidebook to small business ownership because rules and regulations are changing all the time. The way we're selling things changes all the time. So it was just really hard to find like good resources. And I think I just ended up kind of freaking myself out for a lot of things that could have just been really simple. Some of the best advice I got was from my accountant, and she told me that sometimes you just gotta go for it and everything that you're doing is fixable. Sometimes I do freak out that I'm gonna make a mistake that's not fixable and like the government's gonna come for me or something, but generally I'm selling stickers and prints online. Like, I don't think it's that deep. The last thing I want to say is that there is no right or wrong way to run your business or to not run a business. If you don't want to monetize your art, that's totally valid too. There are so many choices that we can make when it comes to our creativity, and I think that can lead to a lot of freedom, which is really exciting. I think it can also lead to a lot of decision fatigue though, but I've been trying to be better at allowing myself to go at my own pace with making decisions. That's been helping a lot. And I've also been trying to be better about building structure for my creative projects. I think I had this idea in my mind that to be an artist meant that I was like very free and I didn't have to like focus on organization or any of those things. But actually, I have learned that I thrive with organization and structure, but it can be kind of hard sometimes to build that into creative projects, which tend to have a lot of random ideas everywhere for me. So I have been relying a lot on digital tools to help me organize, and one of my favorite tools to organize my creative projects has been Milanote, and I'm super excited that Milanote is sponsoring today's video so I can share my boards with you guys and tell you a little bit more about how I use Milanote to plan my creative projects. So in Milanote, I made this big board that outlines everything involved in creating new products for the shop. You can see I broke out my to-do list into different phases. That way I'm a little less overwhelmed. And I also have this handy tracker down here so I can keep record of my inventory and how much money I've been spending. I organize my ideas into subboards for each product category. That way I can keep track of all of my designs without it looking too visually overwhelming. So I have boards for the washi tapes I've designed, which you saw in the video. I have a board for sticker designs and a board for print ideas. I love Milanote because it has so many ways to turn my jumbled thoughts into an actual organized plan. Instead of using random sticky notes, I've been adding tables, captions, and notes to my boards, so everything is in one place. Plus, if I am out and about, I can go into the Milanote app and all of my boards are there with me. When I was designing my washi tape, I kept needing to reference this video tutorial from the manufacturer, and it was so convenient to be able to watch the video within the board so I could see everything at once. Now, aesthetics aren't everything, but I do pride myself in making my milanote boards very cute. The color picker and built-in customization tools make it super easy to make a beautiful board. Also, being able to drag and drop images and arrows anywhere that I want allows me to make my boards reflect exactly what is going on in my brain, which is very relieving to know that it's all recorded somewhere. If you're not sure where to start, Milanote has really great templates. There's over 100 built-in templates for you to choose from. Also, Milanote is really great for collaborating, so if you're sharing work with clients or coworkers, you can invite them to your boards and get feedback and collaborate in real time. The best part of all of this is that Milanote is free to use with no time limit, so you can sign up for a free account using the link in my video description. If you already use Milanote, I would love to hear in the comments how you've been using it. I feel like there's just endless possibilities of what you could use it for. And if you haven't tried Milanote before, this is your sign. It's free, so go sign up for an account and try it out. I really think that you would like it. Thank you so much to Milanote for making such an amazing tool and for sponsoring today's video. And now let's get back to the vlog. Interesting. Hello and welcome to a little craft night. I've been wanting to have custom envelopes for my art shop for some time. I made really cute designs for getting them custom printed, and then I went to order them and I was flabbergasted, shocked, just floored by how much those custom envelopes were gonna cost me. So I thought, why not give making custom stamps for myself a try? So I have Linocut supplies. I think I'm saying it right. So my thought is I cut out this design, I put ink on this stamp pad, I stamp, and then I stamp, and then I'll have custom envelopes. Yes, it will take me forever to make these, but I just want to see if I can do it. I have some snacks here. I'm listening to a podcast, so I'm having a cozy little night in. We'll see how this goes.
Never do what they're doing. Talk about the mistakes that they're making in their workout form.
Taking, but it is presumably Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro. And along with this, because people were like,
Stories. And I think that all of this sort of stuff around, like, it's actually today, right?
Luckily, I caught it, but I had written tofu goob on this stamp forwards, like the normal way, but I'm pretty sure because I will stamp it, it needs to be written backwards. So I'm trying to figure out how to write tofu goob backwards. It's a little brain exercise for me right now. Oh shoot, I wrote tofu. Okay. This is what I've got, and now I'm gonna try to carve it. This part I just really have to be careful. I moved on from the podcast. I'm watching New Girl now, and I did kind of like a first pass for the lettering on here, but now I gotta figure out how to use this stamp pad. First, I should probably clean up a little bit. Making a mess over here. Oh, it's just sitting on there. Wait, look it. I hope this works. Let's give it a go. We'll see. Okay. It kind of worked. Not to brag, but I made something. It's cute. It's definitely not perfect. I could redo it and just be a little bit more careful about not getting like scratch marks all over it. But for the meantime, like, hey, it's something. So I'm gonna try putting it on this envelope. Where should I put it? Now that I'm actually like doing the exercise of like putting the ink on the thing and then putting the thing on the thing and then putting the thing on the thing, I feel like this is gonna take me forever. But maybe if I like batched them, it wouldn't be too bad. Okay. Okay, once again, it's not perfect, but it's something. It was basically free, except this costed money, and this costed money, and I just spent like an hour on it. Wait, it's actually really cute. It's growing on me. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, you can return these for $2 of in-store credit, which I think is so cool. So if I end up using this long term, I can just save up a bunch of bottles and then return it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Good morning. I have been having a very chill morning on the couch here. My new favorite thing to watch, I've been watching these Animal Crossing ambience videos while I work, and it's really good vibes. Anyways, this morning I got my secret shop all set up, which has been on my to-do list for so long. So it feels good to finally get that done. And now I'm looking at my shop update milanote board, or my shop planning board. Basically, for a while I've been thinking of doing a shop update. I've been like talking about it, and all I have done for it, like actually, is making those washi tapes. There's a hummingbird. Oh, that was so exciting. Oh, he left like immediately, but wow, nature is cool. Anyways, my initial goal was to launch a shop update sometime in September, and now it's mid-September already, and there's like absolutely no way that is gonna happen. And I'm also just a little bit overwhelmed, I think, at the thought of doing a large shop update. I don't know. I've kind of gone back and forth between like if I even need to do that. I know I don't need to. I could just kind of like launch things as they come in. But I think I want to give myself until like the end of September to try to design some new things and get them ordered. And then maybe I can do a shop update sometime in October. I think that's like a more realistic timeline. In terms of actual things that I was thinking of making, I was thinking of doing t-shirts, hats, stickers, prints, which are pretty typical for me, and then maybe like a calendar. The calendar is gonna be a big project. I have an idea for what I want to do for the calendar. We'll see if I get excited about like a t-shirt or hat design, and then maybe I will go ahead and make those. Honestly, right now though, I'm kind of excited about the thought of making stationery. So things like notepads, maybe like a weekly, monthly planner type of notepad, I think would be really cool. And maybe I could make like digital downloads of those things too. I also want to make thank you notes for the shop. That has been on my to-do list, on and off of my to-do list for literally like a year. And in other news, I'm drinking coffee again. I had a bit of an anxiety problem in the last month where I just like couldn't consume caffeine because my heart rate was already like very elevated. But now I am back to my normal groggy self, and I'm drinking coffee. So we love that. Progress. Okay, this is actually so fun to work on. I made a little sketch of a weekly planner. I actually used to make bullet journaling content. That was like my first foray into YouTube, and I, throughout college, was a very avid bullet journaler. One of my favorite parts about bullet journaling was the weekly planner like setup that I had. So what I usually would do is have like really big boxes for the weekdays, smaller boxes for Sunday and Monday, or Saturday and Sunday. And then usually I had some sort of like habit tracker on there. So I think it would be cool to have a little box here for like goals or priorities. Oh, another thing I always used to do, I would have like a little box for next week, because often when you're like making your plans, you have to push things to the following week. So I feel like this could be a really fun product to make. Kind of selfishly want to make this for myself as well. So I have, what is it called? The vested interest. Is that a term? Vested interest. A personal reason for involvement in an undertaking or situation. Yes, I have a vested interest in making this weekly planner because I want it to exist. I think now I'm gonna move on to working on a thank you note for the shop. I used to give out like freebies and just like write a thank you note on the back. So I think I kind of want to do something similar where I'm like giving a free small print and then with a thank you note on the back. Okay, this is a contender for sure. I could also do this concept maybe on the back with like a grid border with the thank you. I think that could be really cute. Ooh. This is cute. I forgot about this. Oh my gosh, I should turn this into a sticker. Okay, mental note.
Feeling that way, I'm with you, and we're gonna try our best to come back to life together. I slept on a 9-to-5 job. I work at an accounting firm in operations, and I feel like it's really easy to think that we're running for the next quarter, and I'm really excited to just like have kind of a normal workout routine again. I'm someone that likes a little pick me up. I'm gonna put a little dash of creamer in it. It will be very delicious. You guys know.
Eee! It's so cute. It is past lunchtime. What is it? 2 o'clock. I tend to like not get hungry during the work days just because I'm like so distracted. I have some zucchini to eat up, so I'm gonna do that. I also have leftovers, which is like my favorite when I don't have to cook. And it tastes so much better than the things that I cook. I remember in college I would like make my own salad dressings from scratch. I don't know where that has gone, but whenever I do sit down to cook, I enjoy myself. I feel like I've been trying to get back into it. I found all of these prints that I got for my kitchen when I went to South Korea. It was like all of my favorite foods that I ate there. And I also have these 2 prints that I got that are very kitchen related, and I haven't put them up. And something I'm worried about with these is if I don't frame them and I just like tape them up on the wall, what if I splatter food on them? That just seems kind of risky. So I don't know if I can find frames this size, but I might look online. Look at them, they're so cute. Maybe I'll just put these on my fridge for now. Lunch. This is really hot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah! The Trader Joe's tofu, so good. It's like the high protein one is what I've been getting. You don't have to press a bunch of water out of it, which is always such a pain when making tofu. I love tofu. I will go through the pain. But I know that a lot of people hate tofu because it is so much work. So if you want to try tofu and you have a Trader Joe's, highly recommend that.
And like they're making a stand, you know. So I could see there being a resurgence in popularity.
So I mentioned a little bit earlier, but I have been thinking about making calendars for 2025, and I have been putting it off for a while because it feels like a very daunting project. But I started the process today of like looking for a manufacturer, and I think I found one. They're called Greener Printer. I like always try to find manufacturers that provide some sort of sustainability as like part of their production. Not always able to do it, like the washi tapes. I was not able to find a sustainable washi tape manufacturer, but Greener Printer seems like a good option. My thought for the calendar, I think sometime last year, oh, this is gonna be glary. Hold on, let me move. Last year, I made this very funny duck illustration. It's based off of the famous painting, A Girl with a Pearl Earring, or The Girl with a Pearl Earring. And I have thought about making a series of illustrations based on the concept of like riffing off of famous art pieces. So the other week I sketched this. This is based on Mona Duck. And then today I was like, okay, let me just sit down and try to sketch out some silly duck illustrations based on some other famous paintings. So I made this one first, and oh my god, I love it. I think it's so funny. It's based on the swing. Beautiful duck in a swing with this other duck pining over her because she's so gorgeous. I also made this one based on the kiss. I think this one will be pretty challenging. This one is based off of the Son of Man. And then last but not least, this one's so dumb. This is based off of The Dance, which is one of my favorite Matisse paintings of all times. I literally have it tattooed on me. So yeah, I'll need to make like 6 more sketches for the calendar. I also would need to like figure out exactly what size I want to make the calendar. That way I can draw everything correctly. But I think this would be a really fun project, and I think this would be a good challenge for me too, just in my illustration practice, to try to like emulate these famous paintings in my style and with a duck as the subject. I think it will be a really good challenge for me because I've just been a little bit like lazy in terms of my illustration, to be totally honest with you. Like, I haven't been super inspired to make anything in particular. Yeah, I'm excited. But I spent a large majority of my afternoon sketching, and in 45 minutes I am going over to my friend's house to dog sit for her. So I'm gonna wrap up work right now and go hang out with the dog.
Oh, okay. Okay. You know that you're crazy. Oh, you want it? You want it?
아직도 난 여기 흐릿하게 또 의미하겠나. yeah. 아니 자주 난 어제 일처럼 선명하겠나. yeah. 너의 흔적 없지만 있는 것 같아. 일상 속에 또 번져 그 색깔이 바래져서 떠났지만 여전히 머물러 나 잡아주는 다가가도 멀게만 느껴져. I just wanna be with you right now. 너의 기억 속에 남았어. I just wanna be remembered. 너의 잔상 속에 살면서. Oh yeah. I just wanna be with you right now. 너의 기억 속에 남았어. I just wanna be with you, babe. I just 남겨진 향기 가끔 내 방안을 채워도 여기저기에 숨어.
Okay, so I just packed some orders, and now I'm gonna go take this to the post office. And I think this is gonna be pretty much it for me this week. I also tonight have my ceramics class. If I have any pictures to share from class, I'll insert them here.
여전히 머물러 날 잡아주는 너. 다가가도 멀게만 느껴져. Just wanna be with you right now. 너의 기억 속에 남았어. I just wanna be remembered. 너의 잔상 속에.
This is gonna be it for this vlog. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It was a fun little artsy week. Before I go, I gotta shout out my patrons. You all rock so much. If you wanna check out the Patreon, I make prints, stickers, and a podcast there every single month. It's fun and cool. Otherwise, let me know what we did together in this video. If you're working on anything fun, I would love to hear about it. And I wish you a good day. Remember that you rock. Approved by me. Bye!